All right, everybody. Hey, we want to welcome you to the Zielonka Farm Sim 25 map. And what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to try to work on doing custom builds with all the maps, well, most of the maps that we get in Farm Sim 25 this year. It's something we're going to try and tap into to see how we do, see if you guys that come into the channel and watch how much you guys like it, if it's something that you want me to continue to do. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. So let's get started. So the Zielonka map, we did a complete overhaul with almost all the fields and, different setups on the farm. So we didn't use all the fields for merging together and doing everything like that. But we did do some cool stuff. At least I think we did. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through. I'm going to take you on a little journey. So when you start the game, if you take the initial farm, this will be your initial farm. And we did change this up a little bit. We removed the silo that was over here, and we put in a couple sheds. What we wanted to do was just make this area somewhat usable, but not too over the top. Really, the expansion is going to be the big thing for this map because there's only so much you can do here. Okay, so what we did was we then took all the fields back here. I believe there's 3 or 4 fields here that we merged into one, and then our expansion started over this way with the addition of a couple sheds. And we looped around here, a couple more sheds that were put in. Then we set up a little area back here, sort of like a garage area. We have the ability to fix our equipment, wash it. We have a fuel tank here ready to go on the way out. Another shed with solar panels. Then we did some decoration, added trees and fences. Once again, merged fields together. There's about 4 or 5 fields, I think, here that we merged. And then we went back into this area here. We opened this up. And we added in greenhouses. Got some decoration. A couple more greenhouses back here. Go over in this side. Some more decoration that we've added in. And we went ahead and cleaned up a little bit around the lake or little creek that ran through here into the pond. Did a little bit of deco, cleaned up a little bit underneath. Also cleaned up on the other side here. Kind of took some things, lowered some things, added a little bit of paint, some trees, just to give it a nice look. Okay. And then as we go further down past the little industrial plaza here, we went ahead and we started up another section back here for our shed, store all the vegetable crop vehicles. We did have a DeWolf that was over here, but that DeWolf wasn't really running that well with the AI. We do have our pull through over here. Then if we loop around, we do have a silage bin put up here. I believe this holds around 2 million liters. And we set the slope. We added the fencing, decoration. We got a big light above there. The fences around the front area here. And then we went back here. We created a biogas plant with, again, our own little decoration. There's a little, sort of like the shop, like the headquarters, we'll call it. Again, just a little decoration. Add around. Then we added in some more trees along the road here for a bit more decoration. Cleaned things up over here. We cleaned up this area back here to make the field a little bit better. And then we went over to this area and we merged all of this together. I think there's about 5 fields, 4 or 5 fields over here possibly merged in. And then we cleaned up a little bit in the ditch here. I wanted to put water in there, but at the time that we were doing this, we did not have the rivers and ponds yet. So well, we have a little fence here for decoration, little entrance exit way. Same thing on the other side. And then over here, we decided to start up a brand new rice field. This field is rather large. Once again, all the deco, all the edging, everything we did along the edges here, all added this in. This was a difficult field to make at first, but once you realize the mechanic on how to do the field, it got a little bit easier. And then at some point, we would go ahead and flood this and get ready to add our rice paddy, our rice sapling in there. Then if you navigate down the road here, we then brought in to play to the left here some animals. First one we have is our sheep. We have a nice little sheep and goat farm here. All of this, all custom. None of this in game. So we added the fence ourselves, put all the decoration outside and inside the pen. We have tall grass around the perimeter, most of the perimeter, and shorter grass on the inside so you can see the animals better. As you can see, they've been multiplying very well, bringing some little babies into the picture. And then across the little creek here, we do have a shed for us to store equipment. Then this over here is our pig farm. Once again, all this is custom. Did all the decoration and set up ourselves. None of this was here previously. We went ahead and we did do the actual inside of the pig area here ourselves with a few little things dropped in as just random decoration. You can see the pigs kind of doing their thing, enjoying themselves. Okay. And then if we head back down this other main road, we are going to bring you over to the section just past the shop, right over here. So this fenced in area right here is our sapling greenhouses for our rice fields. We have our bale storage bin. Then we have our cattle farm. These cattle are just for sale. They do not produce any milk and or manure or anything like that. They are just cattle that you raise and sell at maturity. And once again, all of this done by us. This is not in the game. We just took this area and started to decorate it ourselves. Put everything in. We have our chicken coop. Again, same thing, all custom. Then we have our watering system right here that feeds all the animals across the property. You just load up this system. You tell all the items, anything that needs water in your production chain, you just tell it that you need the water to go there. I think there's like an accept button, and it'll just go ahead and it'll start to bring the water in. So this field here, again, merged a whole bunch of fields together. You can see we were doing some lime and fert work over here, getting that field ready for planting. And then off down the road here to the left, we have pallet storage over here for our sugar factory. Once the pallets come out, we can load them into that pallet area. Again, all this area fully customized. Head down this way here to the backside. This building is already here. We didn't do anything there. We did go and start adding in the fence here, all the trees along the tree line. And over here we have our rope factory. And in back of the rope factory, we cut in a little resting area for the workers. They have a swing, little table if they want to sit down and eat, little bench, trash can, little barbecue, and a little road that leads to the, I guess we can call this like a little lake, somewhat. I tried to put a boat in the water here, but it wouldn't let me do it. So that would have been cool. I couldn't even lay it like next to the area there. It just wouldn't let me. Now, if we go across from the rope factory, again, we have a nice slope going up to our solar and wind section with a nice pond put in. This came in after I took care of the other items on the other side. I didn't add water in across the way because we were working with this here. So we just left it alone with this. But this is a nice little section for the solar panels and money or income that can come in from the wind generators. Then as you come down slope here, go down the stretch of road, we turn to the left and we have our silo. 16 million liters for this silo. And on the other side, we have also this here where you can drop crops that ordinarily don't go in the silo. You can drop crops in there. And as you come out here, we're going to head down the road a little bit further. Down the road here, we have our horse farm. We have a nice stable full of horses. All horses are exercised on a regular basis. A nice open area for them to graze in, just kind of meander about. Again, decoration being of the utmost importance to me on this, just to make it look really nice. Across the way, we have storage for any bales that would be necessary for the horses, and a small shed for any kind of equipment that would be needed over here. And then across the way, for when we need to exercise the horses, we have a nice little walkway down here that's well lit. This walkway then leads to actual racetrack. What we do is we take the horses a lap around. 2 laps around this here gives them their 100% for their daily exercise. And once finished, you can just bring them back across the way. They can go in and have some food. So very, very cool. At least I think so. Very cool looking situation. It actually makes working with the horses kind of fun. I know a lot of people didn't do too much with horses in the previous iteration of Farm Sim, but if you dress things up and you make things look kind of cool, it makes it more enjoyable. And getting on the horses and just running 2 laps around the track and coming back, not difficult at all. You don't find yourself kind of just riding around the farm somewhere aimlessly. You know, at least it looks good, has a purpose. And if you're a multiplayer, you can have a little race, which is always fun, right? And then what we did was across the way, we do have a couple more fields that we created. We cut this field here, merged it all together. And then back over this way, we have a field that's currently being worked on that we merged together. We actually cut it out a little bit more toward the bottom, removed a couple trees to make it slightly larger. Same with over here, merged a couple fields together. And along this here, we put a lot of trees in along roadway and the walkway just to clean things up, make it look more presentable. I don't like the open look so much on certain maps. This map's one of them. I think more trees and a different area to cut your sight lines looks nicer. This is a field here that we're going to need to do some field prep on. And once again, all this area back here where the houses are, we had to recut all this in, add some trees for decoration, add a couple little roads coming off the main road for them to park, and to make this feel a little more closed than as open as it was. There were a lot of roads that led through these little strips of field. Not a fan of little strips of field, so we wanted to close them in, make it one big field, and that's what we did. We have our cement factory over here where we're producing goods. And the fields up here, we didn't touch these here. We just kind of thought it would be a little too small for what we wanted to do. And we wanted to keep a few extra fields open so that it kind of seemed like, you know, we weren't the only farmers in town. But we did take over a good percentage of the land, but we did leave some open. So, but yeah, that's our little custom build. I hope you guys like it. We will continue to do more builds. Obviously, these are not builds from scratch, but we do have some maps coming up that are going to be a build from scratch, including the Frontier map. As of this recording, I saw that Comlands came out, so we'll definitely take a look at that and see what we can do. Hopefully that's a map that we can turn into something special as well. But I look forward to doing these maps, folks, and I hope that you like them. Please make sure you leave comments down below. Let me know what you like, what you don't like. Also, if you have any thoughts or ideas on other maps to do when they come out, if they come out, please let me know. I'd like to see, you know, what maps you guys put out there that you enjoy. If you are a map modder, I hope that you guys understand that this is done for the fun of the game. It is in no way meant to say that what you put together was not good. It is just my impression of what I see when you made the map and what I see that we could put together to enhance it for my play style and the way I would like to see things done. I really do appreciate all the content creators, all the map modders, everybody that puts stuff together, the folks that make mods for equipment. You do make things more fun, and you make it a lot easier to do the work that we do when we stream or record videos. So this is my first attempt to try and get in on some of the farm build scenarios. It's something I've done since Farm Sim 15. But this is my first time actually recording anything and bringing it to you guys to share. So I hope you enjoy it. I look forward to doing more builds, and I hope you guys have a great day. Please be good. Look out for our next video. Please be safe, be good, have a wonderful day, and we'll see you again. This is Crew, and I'm out.